we were up to no good or got caught, that I was the one usually who bore the brunt of blame when it came to things that happened with my brother and I. To my extended family, my brother was the good twin. And that, by correlation, means that I was the bad twin. And I always thought I could even listen to my aunts. They'd always say, I have a bunch of aunts, and they'd always say, they got caught doing what? Well, I can't believe Jason would do something. They never mentioned my name in the same way. But Jason, yes, my brother Jason, they'd say that. I couldn't help but think that was a little bit unfair. Now, maybe you could say, well, Jeremy quit feeling sorry for yourself. But there was a little bit of that. It seems a little bit different when people look at him when they look at me. That's one of the thoughts that came to my mind when I read Jesus' parable in our gospel lesson for today. I look at the characters in this story that Jesus tells, these two brothers, and to me it feels a little bit unfair. How about you? Do you think that way? Do you feel that way when you read it? It feels a little bit unfair to me, and I think that maybe all of us could see it a little bit that way if we put ourselves into this parable. And if you would, think about these characters. Which one do you think that you identify with the most? I can tell you which one I feel I identify with the most. But each of us, I think, has a little bit of a different take, a little bit of a different view on it. Maybe you think you don't compare or identify with anyone. But let's look at it for just a moment. There's the younger son. He tells his father he wants out. He's done. He's done with the family stuff. He's done living under his father's household. He wants what's due him from the inheritance now. And if you think about it this way, that means he's telling dear old dad, I really would like you to die, or it's as if you're dead to me. Give me my money, and I want to go. He wants some money in his pocket so he can go and do some things. There's parties to be attended. There's living to be done, and not in the greatest of ways. Prostitutes are around. Generally, I got some things I want to do, and you're not going to approve of them. So let me just have my inheritance, and I'm gone. Can you imagine the gall of his request? What kind of a person does that? You start to look at these characters and you start to say, wow, there's some things that I can't just feel good about reading them because it doesn't sound great. Then after all the money's gone, he's living in squalor. He's going to come back and, in some sense, act like nothing's happened. That's not reality, but when you read about it, you say, is that the way he's going to come back? He thinks he's going to come and even take one of those lowliest jobs in his father's household. How does he think he can show his face there again? How about saying, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry, brother. And we get to hear it. But would you believe it? When you listen to it. The nerve of this son. How fair is it that he comes back? How about the father? The father in this parable. Not only does he give in to his son's request, but he does so without saying a word. How can he go and let that happen without saying anything? How can he not tell him, listen, this isn't a good choice. You're going down a path that's going to lead you away from where you really want to be. How can you just hand over the inheritance? It's almost insulting to consider this whole picture. And if it was you and your son, your daughter came to you and said the same thing, what would you say when he returned? He acts like nothing's happened. He acts like his son was just gone on some prestigious mission. He was gone for a little while, and he's a conquering hero returning. He doesn't make him beg or grovel. He doesn't make him prove that he belongs back in his household or anything like that. No, he treats him like royalty. How fair is that? And then you have the older son. Let's not forget him. What was it that he did wrong? When you think about it, he was the one who stayed. He was working. He was obeying, listening to Dad, working hard, making sure everything got taken care of, making sure that he's doing exactly what you'd expect of him to do. And he comes back after a hard day's work to find out that his brothers returned, that they're throwing a party. Not just a party, but they slaughtered the fattened calf. It's quite a feast. All of that, to come back and see this, and have his derelict brother come waltzing back into their lives, like he did nothing wrong. Maybe he thought, he's going to come back here like nothing has happened at all. Maybe he thought, I've been doing it right. I've been the one who's listening. I've been the one who's doing the work. I've been the one here. I had to pick up Dad when he was crushed when his brother of mine left. I've been the one doing all of that, and he's going to throw him a piece. Where's my reward? Where's my, pat on the back? Attaboy, way to go. Thank you. Maybe he thinks he's the good son. The responsible one, the one you can count on. Where's his reward? Then again, where's his love? Or his brother? Or his father? How fair is that? That he thinks he can think that way too. When you look at each of these characters, it's easy to see something that makes each one of us maybe feel like each one of them is treated unfairly in some way. And I think that tells us a little something. I think that we identify with each one of them, if even just a little bit. Because we know someone whose child has disrespected them and gone down a path of feeding into their sinful desires. We know a parent whose child has done some nasty things or disrespected them and had some very selfish and destructive behavior. And what do? They looked the other way. They buried their head in the sand or ignored it completely. I think we all know that it's easy to think that we have the right to look down on somebody else and say, how dare they? Or I can't believe you responded in such a way. That we have the right to say that we deserve something better than somebody else. Yeah, we all know that we like to think that we can judge God on the fairness that he shows. And you see, that's the problem. That's our problem. We like to think that we can judge God and what's fair. I want you to think for a moment of the setting in which Jesus tells this parable. What do we hear? Both the Pharisees and the scribes began to grumble, saying, this man receives sinners and eats with them. In the first verse there, it was in quotes, sinners. He speaks to those who had a problem with those same sinners. How could he go and eat with them? How could he do such a thing? And so, in fact, Jesus tells 3 parables to make this point. In between verse 3 there and verse 11, we have 3 parables. The first one, of the lost sheep, and how the shepherd leaves the flock behind to go get that one sheep. The second one being of the lost coin, and how the house is clean, and everything is put aside for a moment to make sure that that coin is found. And then this parable of this prodigal son. In all 3, something is lost, something is found, and joy is the result. No doubt these Pharisees who were listening to these parables would have focused on one thing. There was a lost sheep, a lost coin, and a lost son. And there's a reason that they were lost. Good riddance. But how unfair that they were lost. Jesus, they're lost. Don't worry about them. We got everybody else right in front of you, right here. We're the ones who are here. We're the ones who are standing in front of you. Think about the first lesson. If we would apply it in the same way, the first lesson there from Judges. A consistently defined Israel. Why should they be saved after rejecting God so often? For the scoffers that Paul thinks of as he writes to the Corinthians there. You know, those who in their minds, who think that salvation that comes by Jesus through the cross is foolishness to them. Why should they be shown anything other than an eternity in hell? It makes you start to react and realize when you think about it. But when we act in such a way, if that's our when we think about it that way, it tells God that we know better than he does. It's telling him that we know what fair looks like. And it at the same time reveals that pride, arrogance, selfishness, and all these things, they rise to the top in our hearts. And we realize we're the prodigal children. We're the ones who squander the blessings that God has given to us with our sinful lives and desires of our filthy hearts. And then we go on to we're selfish enough to demand more. We're the older son who thinks that we've done it right, that we deserve to be recognized and rewarded for it. Forget the others, right? We're the good ones versus the bad. We realize how wrong we are. Brothers and sisters, when we view ourselves, even in the way Jesus talks about these parables, we view ourselves as listening to them, we realize how wrong we are. And if that's true, how should God treat us? Because if we want to talk about fair and unfair, then is it unfair of a holy, righteous God to look the other way and ignore sin? Or is it unfair of him to punish all who believe that they have the right to tell him who he can forgive, who he can pardon, who he can receive? But instead of simply just punishing, instead our Heavenly Father did something that was completely unfair. He sent his Son to pay the punishment for mankind's sin. The Savior, he allowed himself to be beaten to a pulp and hung up on a cross for the same people who chastised him for his love for them. Our God made his beloved and innocent Son suffer the pains and torture of what your sins caused. And because I think I know better than he does, he died. And our Heavenly Father counted his innocent Son's life and death as our own and acquitted us. That's not fair. No. That's grace. That's what grace is. And grace isn't fair. Because when you think about it, you can't earn grace, and yet it's shown to us. You can't decide who receives it, and God gives it to all. We're unworthy of it, and yet we receive it in abundance. And in the amazement of it, you say, why? Why? And Jesus, in parable, provides provides the answer. He says, while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. And he ran to his son. He threw his arms around him and he kissed him. You see, this story that Jesus tells ain't about a comparison that I think of if I want to compare my brother and I. It's not about that. It's not about who's good and who's bad. This story is about the love of a father for his children. It's about the love of your heavenly Father for you. Unconditional, committed, forgiving, and unfailing love. And like a father in this story, it's Jesus who grabs us prodigals and he embraces us. And he takes the robe of righteousness and he puts it on our shoulders. And he takes his ring and he puts it on our finger to declare to everyone that we are forgiven and we are restored. He assures us that he loves us deeply and that everything he has is his. That's not fair. It's not. That's fair. One thing we never find out in Jesus' story is how the older son reacted to his father's words. And maybe the correlation there is also, did the judging Pharisees here, did they really reflect on them and repent? I don't know. I can't answer that for you. But what I do know is that we have a loving Father who loves us beyond measure. And I hope that as you hear those words again today from the story that he tells, that it reminds you of how cherished you are as his children. And how God is gracious to all. And when we think about that, when we realize that very truth, it makes us look at other people in the same way. When we look at them in the light of forgiveness and repentance. And then it allows us today then to think, let's thank God for his unfair grace. Because it's shown to us, but it's something that we can understand. And it's something that we take in and we can treasure. And let us also realize that we can look forward with excited hearts to not just a metaphorical, in a story kind of feast, no, a real feast that awaits for us in heaven, for all